Hi, Weathers. It's Erica. We're going to be finishing My Red Convertible in this lesson. And last time we left off at measure 8, or the very beginning of measure 9 with the C chord. Okay, so that's where we're going to pick up. I'm going to just play through the first page one time to give us some context. All right? We left off here, so... Now, that's the beginning of measure 9. And I'll start there with that C chord, okay? So you have a C chord in the left hand, which you're familiar with. And in the right hand, then we play really a lot like the beginning, except we'll end with a G. Okay? We'll play that again. And then we're going to move our left hand down to G position. And we're going to play a G chord and then an inverted C chord. Okay, so our top two notes, B and D, are going to move up to C and E. And then come right back to G, B, D. Okay, so once again, that's G, B, D, G, C, E with your pointer. And back to G, B, D. Okay? So that from the beginning of measure 9 is... Yeah? One more time, I'll do that. Now, if you need to pause, go ahead until you feel comfortable with that. We'll pick up at the end of measure 10 with this G and go to F. And then left hand's going to move down one more step to F position and play F, A, C, then a B flat major inverted chord, F, B flat, D. And come back to F root position chord. Okay, so it's really just like what you did with the G chord, but we moved down a step. If you listen to them back to back, they sound almost identical. Pretty much exactly the same. So again, that F chord is F, A, C, and the inverted chord is F, B flat, D. Okay, and you play them F, B flat, F. Okay, so then you're coming from measure 10, G, F, then E flat to C, and you're going to end up with these chords like you had in the second measure of your song. Okay, so that's the C and the F inverted chord again. I'm going to go over just that much. So this is measures 9 to the beginning of measure 13. All right. If you want to pause and see if you can do all that in one sitting, and then pick back up. Now we're going to go to, so this is measure 13, and this is, it's just like the beginning of the song. Right? First two measures exactly. I'll play that again. Okay, now we're in measure 15. On the second beat, in the right hand, you're going to jump up to G above the staff, okay? So it's the same hand position, one octave higher. So we have that one beat of rest where you're playing a C chord, then right hand plays G, F sharp, G, C, E flat, F, C. Okay, I'm going to do that again. G, F sharp, G, C, E flat, F, C. Okay? And then the left hand does this same pattern in its position. G, F sharp, G, C, E flat, F, but it ends up on a G. Okay? That's the only difference. So, alright, I'll do that one more time. Okay, now, the last two beats of the song, in the right hand is a B flat and a D together, and a low C. You might not be able to see me play this. In the left hand. I'm not able to look at the video at this moment, but if you want, I'll show it to you right here. So this is just regular bass C. It sounds the same, but it's a little bit more effective if you go all the way down to C below the staff. Okay? So that's just your C below bass C. And that's how it ends. So I'm going to play that, that's measure 15 to the end, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, now I'm going to play for measure 9 to the end. Fun with it, use your pedal. I don't know if you have one on your keyboard, but if you go really fast between the B flat and the D, gives it a little bit more of a jazzy ending. If you want to have a little fun with it, that's optional. Okay, now I'm going to play from the beginning of the song. So here's the whole song, beginning to end. So that's the whole thing, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to email me. I think you might still be working on the other song, the spinning song, because I got that to you a little bit late. Sorry about that. But you'll have a lot to practice for before next time. And then I think we'll pick up with that other song, if I can find it, at our next lesson. All right, well, I hope you're having a great week, and I will video you soon. All right, bye.